The side split stretch is one of the most simple yet fundamental hip mobility exercises for climbing. It allows us to access footholds far away from each other while still being able to keep our hips close to the wall. This is an example of the first variation of this exercise. Simply standing in a side split position while you allow the groin muscles and medial hamstrings to stretch. You can slowly increase the distance between your feet as your muscles start to loosen up. Usually I recommend you do this on a surface that has a lot of friction or in your bare feet so you're not feeling like you're going to slide apart. This variation you can keep pretty passive where you're actually trying to relax the muscles and let the muscles stretch. We want our legs straight but not fully locked out, so just a soft bend in the knee. And then in terms of which direction we want our feet pointing, that's actually going to have a little bit of individual variation. And I want you to go with what feels most comfortable to you and what allows you to really target a muscular stretch rather than feeling some pinching in your hips. So some people might want to go more externally rotated with the toes pointing out. Some people might like to go with the toes pointing forward. Again, I would have you experiment with both of these variations and see which ones feel most effective. And also you could just integrate a little bit of both if you want to have a well-rounded stretch. As part of static stretching, it's really useful to use our breath to allow ourselves to relax the muscles and get into a deeper stretch. So what you want to do is take a normal inhale and then a long, slow exhale, and at that same time, you think about releasing the tension in the muscles and letting them relax and lengthen. So, if you want to increase the intensity and also make this a bit more of a strengthening exercise, you can engage the adductors or inner thigh muscles by clamping your feet into the ground and thinking about squeezing them together, creating an isometric muscle contraction. Hold that for a few seconds and then relax and let all the muscles stretch. Another version of the side split stretch you can do while bending forward and having your body weight supported on an object. This is going to change a little bit what muscles you're stretching, and also it'll allow you to really relax the muscles as you take most of your weight off of your legs so that you can really push the range of motion with this stretch. If you have enough mobility, you can also do this just by leaning forward and placing your hands on the ground. That brings me to another version of the stretch that I really like, which introduces a little bit of movement. I call it the side split rock backs, where you're walking your hands forward and backward through the range of motion as you're in this side split position.